Peace and blessings. Namaste. It is I, Sophie, today, and I have a message for you, both males and women. And this message is entitled How to See Past the Red Tape and Understand when you are inviting vampiric energies, narcissistic energies, and negative energies in your sacred space, in your circle, in your consciousness, and in your life, okay? And there are certain attributes that all of them have in common. And sometimes when you get so tied up into it that you overlook these things, you give it a red pass, okay? And you'll come back to it later. But if you trust your gut, if you trust your instinct, you will know without a shadow of a doubt that this person may not be right for you, okay? So let's dive right on into it, okay? First of all, it is important to know that any relationship, whether it is intimate or friends or whatever it is, okay, any relationship that you find yourself in needs to be adding to you and not taking anything from you, okay? So this means that this person that you're inviting to your life is going to support your walk, support your journey, support your experience, okay? And not interfere too much. They may give you advice, but the ultimate goal is to see you successful. And they're very proud of you when you are successful. Okay, so this is how you know that you have genuine people around you, because they're happy for you. Okay, number two, if you ever come across an energy that enters into your life and seeks to isolate you, now you might be in trouble, okay? A narcissistic and vampiric energy will perceive anything or anyone that is close to you as a potential threat, and they will seek to isolate you from others who may not agree with them, okay? So if you find yourself losing friends, losing family, losing things that you hold very dear to you for the sake of pleasing this other individual, you might already be in trouble, okay? And you have to fight to get your power back, okay? Another thing you need to pay attention to, a narcissistic personality or an energy vampire will rob you of the essence of self. Okay, now how do they do that? Constantly disagreeing with you, constantly causing you to question what it is that you believe, what your core value is, okay, and minimalizing it, making fun of it. And they also have this wonderful tendency of lashing out at you if you don't agree with them, and not only lashing out at you, but lashing out at others around you who don't agree with them as well. If you find yourself in a position where you are willing to risk everything for the sake of this person, and put even to the point where you're putting this person before self and what you know in your spirit and your soul, you are already in trouble, okay? And you better fight like hell to get out of the situation. What does it profit a man to gain anything, okay? A relationship, business, money, for the price of their soul. That's something that you need to really, really think about. Energetic vampires, they slowly drain you of your light while they themselves are pretending to be light, okay? But we know one another by their fruits. All right. And that was one of the core teachings that was left behind. You will know them by their fruits. Are they quick-tempered? Are they selfish? Are they always threatening to walk away from you? Are they always threatening to leave you? Do you find yourself constantly walking on eggshells to make sure that this other individual is happy, even though it's driving you crazy? Does this person bring an energy of chaos into your intimate space? Okay. Because some energies love to cause confusion, because they seek to isolate you. They don't want a relationship with you. They want to possess you. They want to control you. Okay? And you'll find yourself in a position where you can't breathe. And now they'll have you questioning the people that love you the most for the sake of them. And strategically, one, by one, they will pluck them out of your existence. Meanwhile, they're so tactful and manipulative that they will make it seem like it's everybody else and that you're the problem. It is so important to have discernment. Okay, if you don't have discernment, you will find yourself losing yourself, trying to please somebody else who may or may not even have your best interest at heart. Because ultimately, the goal is for them, not for you. And I know sometimes this is so difficult because our heart gets involved. Everybody wants to be loved, okay? Love is the core expression of the universe. And everybody wants to feel loved. Everybody wants to feel appreciated. But when you no longer feel appreciated because your existence is now trying to make that other person feel appreciated, and all they're doing is taking and taking and taking and taking, but not adding on to you, it is time for you to run. Okay? There are only certain types of energies that are strong enough to transmute that energy, okay, and bring them on board with you into the light. But majority of the time, if you're not strong enough to transmute that energy, you will find yourself being transmuted. And before you know it, you forget who you are. You second guess who you are. You second guess your nature. How are you treating your family and friends who you have known for a long time, and now this individual is in your life and you're questioning your relationships with people that truly and honestly care about you? Okay? That spirit of chaos is no joke. And if you don't have the right discernment and the right spirit, you will find yourself chaotic with them, not the other way around. Where is your strength and where is your power? Where does it come from? Another thing that you men have to be very, very careful about is who you're giving your essence to, who you are releasing your seed to, okay? Because some energies will drain you dry. Take all of your light from you, all of your essence from you, and before you know it, you are zombified. Okay? You have to be careful in how you pick your partners. And women, the same thing for you as well. Okay? I understand what it's like to be lonely. I understand what it's like to need somebody to reassure you, to kiss, to hug, to hold, but not at the expense of your soul, your spirit, your peace, your sanity, your friends, your family, your loved ones. A narcissistic personality loves to talk about narcissistic personalities. Why? Because they can identify with the energy. We talk about things that we know, okay? So just because somebody is talking against something doesn't mean that they themselves don't have that trait and that quality. A negative or narcissistic spirit will switch on you like that. It's like a bipolar type of deal. One minute they love you, the next minute they're walking away from you. And you are finding yourself teetering, tottering, walking on eggshells, trying to make sure that everything is okay. You're not being added to if you're constantly being poured out. Then what's being poured back into you? Is it their negativity, their point of view? Because slowly but surely, they will start to recondition your mind, your understanding, and your light to match the energy that they are bringing to you. Do not ignore the signs, okay? If chaos follows you, identify with it quickly. If you're not strong enough to transmute it, then you need to go ahead and run and let that go, because everything that is glitter is not gold. And in this season of the greatest delusions on the planet, you got some people that wear masks very, very well, but you better pay attention. It is my hopes for everyone that is involved and is listening to me that you can start identifying these energies, these vampiric energies, these narcissistic energies, these draining energies, these negative energies, and rid yourself from it. You are important, and there's nothing more valuable than your spirit, your soul, your DNA, and your sanity. And just because it looks good and it feels good, what does it really mean here? If you're not tapped in to the highest level of divinity, you may misconstrue certain symbols, certain signatures, certain synchronicities. They can mislead you. Do you understand? Learn to hear from the divine and know thyself. That is all. I am Sophie. I love you all.